So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
Good morning. I am in Chicago, Illinois, and I just decided that I'm gonna do a day vlog. I already had my breakfast this morning. Me and Hunter already went on a walk. We got some cute matcha and a little breakfast sandwich, and I am now editing. Well, actually, this is what I'm watching right now while I'm editing, which is Dry Creek Wrangler School. I fucking love this guy. He's amazing. He's like a true man's man of the age and has some great advice. He's like a fucking philosopher cowboy dude. It's super cool. I have not showered yet. As you can see, I am still wearing the same thing that I wore on our walk. It's starting to heat up and look nice here, and I have a whole day planned, so I thought you should come with me during it. Hunter hates this hotel. He hates city noise. There is a train that comes through here. It rumbles, the brakes squeak so loudly, it's hilarious. But we have to keep the window open because the AC doesn't really work well. The lowest we could get it last night was 70, and we are both like sweating our asses off. But let me show you the view. We're up on the 23rd floor. It gives me the heebie-jeebies to look down. In fact, I could drop my camera out the window if I wanted to. Let me show you this. Look at that gap in the window. I'm gonna hold you tight. Don't fall. Look at the little tiny people down there. Oh my God. We got one of them only on the east-ish coast old vampire buildings here. Pretty cool. Anyway, let me set you down here next to my laptop. I have to review one more YouTube video that I got back from my editor. I am currently uploading 4, I think, YouTube videos today, so I'm a little bit ahead, but I'm actually gonna be posting more than once a week when I can. Like I said, my uploading is gonna be a little sporadic. Then I have to do my DMs on the Spicy site. I'm gonna film an ass worship video, and then I actually booked a dry bar appointment. Dry bar is the place where they like give you a blowout and do your hair, and then I think I'll come back and maybe film another YouTube video and then maybe something a little more done up for the Spicy sites. I'm not going to grief my boyfriend because he's here in Chicago for a nursing home lawyers convention thing. So I'm not gonna grief him by taking the camera out with me if we go to dinner or something. Actually, maybe I will. I don't know. The people here are pretty cool. We will see how I feel. I still feel super awkward being a vlogger. I always felt at the height of my outdoor vlogging, I always felt like it was fucking awkward as shit to be that person with the camera, especially like I kind of have a, let me show you yourself. You are like a whole deal, all right? And bringing you around is not like bringing around a phone, okay? So I still feel super fucking awkward bringing something like that around, and I don't have like a giant purse that I can put you in. I mean, I have my Floyd bag, but this is, dude, I don't carry a purse. I'm not carrying this around. I'm hesitant to even carry something like that to the gym, especially since I didn't bring a lock. But after I finish the work here, we'll go to Dry Bar, we'll have some lunch, it'll be so cute, and I will update you then. Okay, it is, there we go, 10:35. I'm about to finish all of my DMs. I just had to re-edit. Well, I was adding a lot more content to one of the videos that I was checking that my editor sent over. I was actually editing clips from the TV show that I was talking about in the video. So that took me quite a while. Basically, I had to edit a whole video. But now all 3 videos are up. I think I said 4. It's 3 videos that I'm doing today, and then I'm gonna film a 4th today. And I wanted to show you something while I was going through my OnlyFans DMs. I have this really cool thing set up that Red set up for me on Airtable to take all of the details when I get a custom. So let me show you this thing. Here it is. So I have the custom details sheet, and there's like the chat URL. I put in the scheduled date. For me, this is like when I want to kind of get it done or when I got it. And then the price, if I can resell it, and what genre and kink it's in. So there's like so many kinks, and there's so many more that are not on here. And then like duration, video, / like the number of photos if it's a photo set. And then I just copy paste the description of what they want. And that's a way that I can keep track of all the customs that I have to do. And then also I have my to-do list, which I don't want to show you too much of because I don't want to show someone's name, but I have a whole custom sheet, and then I schedule them out. So like I don't do more than like 2 customs a week. I used to do a lot more, but Then I realized it would kind of burn me out because I have to film other stuff too. I have to film Fan Service Friday, a YouTube video once a week-ish. I have to stream 2 full days, which is like 4 hours minimum. I have to do an A tier video for my spicy sides and a B tier video. B tiers are usually like custom resales. So I can kind of chain those together, but not entirely. So yeah, this is how I kind of navigate the whole having a million things and trying to get them done on time and remembering what everyone wants. And whew, it's a lot. Anyway, I have to hustle because at around 12:15 is when my alarm's gonna go off to start walking over to Dry Bar so I can get my blowout. And I really want to film this ass worship video in the outfit that I use to walk around in because it's like a scrunch butt leggings, you guys will see. So I'm gonna take about 5 more minutes to do this, and if I don't finish, I'll do it later or tomorrow. So why don't I just right now cut to me setting up for the ass worship video, whatever B-roll I film for that, and let's get her done because I gotta hop in the shower. And I was hoping to have my makeup on by the time I went and did my blowout, but that edit kind of took a while. Let's get moving. And never fucking mind. Holy shit, that took forever. I got so many dick pic reviews. I was doing like a half-off sale while I'm out here because I'm like, oh, this is something that's kind of easy for me to film without bringing a ton of different outfits. So why not run a sale? I'll have something to do if I end up finishing all of my filming. But I have so many. Let me show you this. The 3 videos are uploading on YouTube, and look at this. Oh my god. It's just like so many dick pic reviews due today. Holy crap, it's insane. So yeah, I have to get in the shower so that I still have time to put makeup on before I have to go to Dry Bar. And then I'll come back and I'll probably still have like 3 hours to film stuff, but I'm gonna prioritize my Fan Service Friday and my A tier content for next week. And then hopefully I'll knock out at least some of these dick pic reviews. Wish me luck. Shower curtain has the definition of wit on it because I'm staying at the Wit. Oh my god. Okay, I am out of the shower. Now it is time to put on a ton of body oil, lotion, and then do makeup. See you over there. Okay, hi, I am done with the shower and I'm about to do my makeup. I like to watch YouTube or like listen to YouTube basically when I'm doing makeup, but I will give you periodic updates on the look today. I decided to dress down instead of wearing my cute outfit that I'm gonna wear if we go out tonight or something, because I don't know how safe this place is. And no, I did not make a bold choice of wearing bright blue lip gloss. This is like a weird lip stain that you leave on for a few minutes and then you wipe it off and then it's like a cute shade of like reddish pink. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I like it. So yeah, let's get the makeup on. Okay, so there's my ass. I got my makeup done and I set up for when I get back to do this filming of the A tier video for Monday. I am actually going to leave a little early. It says only 17-minute walk and it's like a straight shot with like 1 turn, so I can't imagine I fuck it up. But I've decided I'm gonna be yapping to you guys on this walk if my shoulder muscle allows me to front raise for that long. So I might as well leave early and have enough time to yap appropriately because we all know I go off on tangents. Let's go. So I'm officially on my way, and if anything is going to make me get over vlogging in public, it's going to be doing it alone while walking on a super busy street in Chicago, Illinois, so that'll be fun. I watched the perfect video while I was doing my makeup today for this video. I was going to tell you a bunch of shit about like what I'm trying to do as a routine when we're traveling and like why we're actually here and like all that stuff, and maybe I'll have time for that. But what I really want to tell you about is the stuff that I watched in this video. So I stumbled across this woman. She's in like her mid-50s or something. Hold on, we gotta get across this road. Anyway, so she's mid-50s or something. Her channel was called The Unexpected, what is it? The Unexpected Hippie. or gypsy, one of those two. But she was talking about things she learned in like 30 years of life, being in her 50s, or 50 years of life, that she wished she would have known 30 years ago or something like that. I'm paraphrasing here. It's kind of funny because one of the things she said is learning to say no better, but then she brought up that whole like no is a complete sentence thing, which is like super kind of annoying to me, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Funny enough, if you actually look at the no service please little card that you put on your like hotel room door, it actually has that quote like on it. So what crazy serendipity it is that we are here right now seeing that little card thing. And then I watch a video about it, so I have to talk about it. I think I understand where they're coming from with it. It's kind of like you want to teach people to be okay with saying no, but at the same time it's like rude to not tell people a little bit of why. But I think the idea is you're trying to prioritize being able to say no over the, hold on, another one of these, over being nice to people. I have to like pay attention to where I am. Hold on. Okay, I have like a while before I have to turn, so that's cool. Anyway, I think this generation kind of became soft and became pussified, and they really do need the idea of saying no to things ingrained in their brain more, to the point of like, yeah, be selfish about it or whatever. But I think there's like a middle ground that makes a lot more sense, and it's more like just tell people why, but then stick to it, you know what I mean? This is so awkward, I hate this. Maybe I'll finish this when I get there, because like my thought process is a little weird, trying to like watch where I'm going and stuff, you know? I will be back. Speaking of rude, I was just walking in a group of like a million people trying to traverse this cityscape while trying to talk on my fucking vlog camera, and I felt like a total ass. It's weird, like I have two different mindsets about stuff like this. By the way, I've done like 10 things since I last talked to you. I went and did my dry bar appointment, if you can't tell. Oh my god, I'm nice and fluffed up. I bought a brush that I can brush this out with, because usually I try to brush it with a... You guys don't care about this. Anyway, and I went and got a burrito from this protein place here that I fucking love. Oh my god, they have like everything, and everything's super low calorie. I got like a full thick ass burrito and it was only like 370 calories. It was fucking amazing. I only had half of it because my phone is dying and I'm not 100% sure I'll know how to get back home. But I figured now that I'm on this street, all I gotta do is take one more turn on the city-state street or whatever, and then it's like super easy. But I found this nice place to just sit and talk to you guys. It's kind of out of the cold and it's out of people's way. So I have two different negative feelings on vlogging outside. The first one is it's super awkward and I don't want to inconvenience people, and it just feels weird. Like I'm not Zoomer enough to be doing this. Even as like a full-time professional content creator, it feels so weird to be talking outside. And then the other ick that I have about it is actually being in people's way and actually like inconveniencing other people. And I felt like I was doing that tenfold by like walking in a million people and like maybe not directing myself properly because I'm looking more at you guys and trying to think about an introspective topic, and oh my god, it was a lot. So I decided to come actually sit down and not be an asshole. So anyway, what I was talking about in terms of the whole no is a complete sentence, you don't have to give any more information, I really feel like every single time there's some kind of generational issue, like, oh, people aren't able to stand up for themselves, the pendulum always swings so far in the other direction that it becomes ridiculous. Also, another video idea I've had for a while is talking about how you can find a quote for opposite things constantly. It's like, oh, if he wanted to, he would, or like, oh, communication is key. Like those are two kind of opposite things, and you need to figure out and kind of ascertain which one's better for you, because those are both good pieces of advice, right? But it depends on the kind of personality type that you have. I shouldn't follow that grind, set, get up and pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of stuff, because I am already an overachiever. I already work my ass off. I'm already like a try hard, and I'll work like fucking 12 to 15 hour days if I'm left to my devices. So I need the more like enjoy life, settle down, it's okay to rest kind of advice. And I feel like this no is a complete sentence thing is kind of like the advice for someone who's super timid, not the advice for someone who's already kind of an asshole, you know? So there's nuance there. I think that the best approach to it, if we're going to be completely nuanced and well-rounded, would be to get comfortable with saying no and have your own boundaries and set them firmly. But also give people the decency of not over explaining, but explaining your position so that the person doesn't feel hurt or attacked or kind of just shut down. If someone invites you to their birthday party and you're like, no. No is a complete sentence. You're an asshole, right? It's because this person is gonna have their feelings get hurt a little bit, right? And is that really necessary in this? I mean, if you're such a pushover that the only thing you can do is just blurt out no and go away, then yeah, if you're that kind of person, maybe it is necessary because you got to put yourself first in that respect and make sure you're taking care of yourself first. But I think most people, the advice they need to hear is like, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to not over explain yourself. And if someone's pushy, it's okay to just say no and hang up the phone. But if someone's not pushy, it's polite, I guess, if you care about the person, to give an honest explanation that is not like your whole life story. So that's something I wanted to say about that. But there's a lot of good tidbits in this video that I watched. I really love this video. I actually wrote down 2 other things that I wanted to talk about with you guys here. By the way, it is almost 2 o'clock, so that took a long time, but it's been fun to just like walk around the city and stuff. So the other things that I wrote down here about this video: who are you when no one's looking? I really liked this. She said, ask yourself who you are when no one is looking and if you like that person. I don't even know if she said if you like that person, but I think that's kind of a given. And I honestly feel like I fucking love who I am when no one's looking. Everyone's looking right now who passes because I'm talking to myself on a camera, loudly, I might add, because I have no fucking volume knob. I think a lot of people do a lot of different things behind the scenes when they're not being watched, and I literally don't. Part of my autism is literally one of my non-negotiables, which is the next thing I wanted to talk about. Never mind, it locked again, which is good because it's dying. But the other thing I wanted to talk about that she mentioned was have a list of non-negotiables, and I think that is so powerful, and that's something that I've started to do, and it's also helped me implement a lot more of my boundaries. Just to be like, non-negotiably, I'm gonna wake up every day and do this for myself, or every time I go out to dinner with a friend, it's only gonna be 3 hours because that's what my social battery is. Just like non-negotiables for your life that you try to strictly follow because you have self-respect. I think that's really powerful. But one of my weird autistic non-negotiables is that I will always try to be as real as possible. And something I've had to navigate while being with Hunter is that I can't always be 100% myself and 100% honest and 100% straightforward and blunt and have that non-negotiable if I want to help him keep relationships that he needs to keep for his job or like his friendships that he cares to keep. So I have had to stop being so autistic about that and be like, there's a time and a place for everything. Like, obviously do my best to be as honest and blunt and straightforward and myself as possible, and like never mask to anyone and just be like myself with any of the consequences that come. Fuck it, I'm me, you know? But I think masking has a time and place, and I just like realized what masking even is recently. So I kind of want to do a deep dive on that and then do a video on that as well. But oh, so many talking points that just sparked interest in that specific video that I just happened to watch while I was doing my makeup for today. Let me know what you think about this kind of video, because this feels all over the place. It doesn't feel like I'm doing it aesthetically, but I'm definitely taking you along for my day. So if you like this kind of chaotic fucking ADD day in the life, never had a plan, just picked up the camera and was like, fuck it, I'm vlogging today, let me know, because I'm having fun filming it. I'm sitting in like an egg chair type thing and it's kind of cold, so I'm like, ooh. I think I'm gonna get back to the hotel and finish the rest of my burrito before it gets cold, but this is the situation right now. This is my view. More egg chairs and just the greater city of Chicago. All right, let's get going. The hotel. Holy shit, I stopped by 7-Eleven down the street, got some smart waters because me and Hunter are water fiends and we always have to have bottles of water in the hotel room, and I'm about to finish my burrito and then we will film some spicy content finally. I think I have like 2, maybe 3 hours left until Hunter will hit me up and be like, let's go do something. So let's make those hours count. Okay, let me have a sit so we can have a little chat. First of all, I changed my eyelashes because I didn't like how flat the other ones were. I was trying out some new ones. It didn't work out. I'm extremely dizzy. This happened to me when we were in Monterey too. Like, just moving around a little bit makes me dizzy. And I'm starting to think that I actually do have allergies or something, because I was looking it up and I'm like, dizzy plus it kind of feels like my ears need to pop, and that was happening on the airplane too. And I honestly think The issue is that I have some kind of weird allergy every time I leave Vegas or something now. It's so odd. But I am like, my head is spinning right now. And this happened before when I was in Monterey, and I thought it was like my eyesight. And that's why I got glasses, because I realized my eyesight was getting a little worse. But like, oh my God, I'm dizzy. I got like weird equilibrium right now. So what I did was I filmed my A-tier video for the spicy site. Then I filmed my fan service Friday, which goes on Patreon. And now what I was able to take a little bit of footage of for you guys, because it's the only one that was PG enough, I am taking a few shots for Instagram, which I'm really liking the lighting here. I love natural light and how it like hits my body and stuff, so that's super cool. Was just taking a break to fill you guys in and let you guys know. I got a little spurt of inspiration because while I was fixing up my makeup and getting ready for the shoot, after my burrito, I was watching a video by Abba and Preach where they were talking about a clip from Instagram of some guy drilling this couple about like, why do you let her wear that kind of stuff outside of the house? So I'm like, maybe I'll try to do a video on that because I feel more inspired about that than I did about the other video I was gonna make, which is what you should do if you have a small penis. That will get made. I actually started making it in Monterey and then I got interrupted by Hunter, which I feel like is gonna happen again if I start this next video. So I might hold off until tomorrow and just keep taking some sexy pictures. But this is the end of this video. Hopefully you found it enjoyable. A little bit of introspection and philosophy in there, a little bit of daily vlogging. I'm gonna get these pictures taken and then take it easy because the dizziness is really starting to bother me. I just took a Claritin to see if that might help. Annoying enough, I'm not gonna be drinking most likely tonight, so I can't like just numb the dizziness with different dizziness. But as a last note, we are in Chicago because Hunter has a nursing home conference for his, he's a nursing home lawyer mostly now. I mean, he's a personal injury lawyer, but he specializes in nursing home neglect and abuse and stuff like that. So we're here in Chicago for the AAJ Nursing Home Convention. I come with him because I get a lot of inspiration for spicy content and I just like to switch up the area in which I film, but then also because I'm super clingy and we kind of just have a good thing going. Like I can work anywhere. I get a lot more work done when I'm cooped up in a hotel room and I get to explore the city. But one thing that we wanted to do with this trip actually is we're getting in and out. Like we're not staying a couple days. Usually we like stay a couple days to like hang out, but we're like, no, let's just get in and out. We're both super burnt out from travel and work and socializing. And I really want to try to stick as much as possible to my actual routine. So eating well, going to the gym, or at least taking a walk in the morning, working, and then not drinking or drinking very, very minimally to where it's not like making me go hella over in calories or making me feel like shit the next day. I'm actually really going to try to not drink anything, but I feel like there's situations where I can't hang out that long with that many people that often, you know, and like, I don't know, we'll see how I feel. I'm going to try to hold out as long as I possibly can, and I'll see what Hunter's doing as well. But so far so good. You know, we woke up this morning, even though we got in super late last night, we took a walk. Everything I ate today, and pretty much everything I ate even on the travel day, which was super hard. I was super over calorie, but I ate like pretty much whole foods. I had stuff at this Capital One lounge at the airport that was like super healthy. So I pretty much did the best I could, and today I'm doing exceptional. You guys saw I did a lot of walking. I did that walk in the morning with Hunter along the river. So I'm doing really well. All I gotta do is not eat that Chicago pizza, and if I do, just have maybe half a slice or one slice just to try it. I get such anxiety about traveling this often, and I want to make it not so horrible because I'm really tied to my routine. So I want to replicate that routine as much as possible in other places. So my skincare is not going to shit, my fucking body's not going to shit, my mental health isn't going to shit because of drinking and stuff like that, and it doesn't feel as taxing. And then all I have to worry about basically, hopefully at that point, if I can get that down, which we're practicing on this trip, is my anxiety about flying. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed, because your comments, your likes, everything, it indicates to me that I should make more stuff like this. So if you liked coming along day one of my Chicago trip with me, I was very happy to have you, and I do want to know. So let me know. Bye, guys. And of course, if you want the good stuff, or to see what I filmed today, spicy sights. Bye. Hello, I am back from Chicago. It is now Monday, and I've been just doing all of the housework. I have my Chicago sweater on because I got one at the airport on the way back. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the day that I was hoping that I wouldn't drink, or like the whole trip where I was hoping that I didn't drink. I drank 6 drinks after I got off the vlog with you, and then the next night I had 4, and I really only wish I had had 2 and then maybe the 3 the second day. I actually went to lunch with a friend who I hadn't seen in a while. She's been on my channel before, Kristen, but not the blonde one that looks like me. My friend rates, or best friend or whatever, rates my outfits. We had a little bit of a falling out, but I've always felt really connected to her, and I've always wanted to reconnect with her, and I'm glad that I did, because she really doesn't drain my social battery, and she's like very much like me, but very much opposite. So one of the few female friends that I'm glad I was able to reconcile with, and we're both in way better places in our lives now too. Anyway, so I had 3 drinks with her, just like sparkling rosé, and we were sitting at True Food Kitchen, so we had like some good food along with it and good conversation. And I told her I didn't want to drink unless I thought the vibes were immaculate, and I thought they were, so that was fine. Then I proceeded to go and meet Hunter and a colleague of his at the bar after, and I had 1 drink there. I didn't really mind that 1 drink. I thought it was fine. Then we went to dinner and didn't have any drinks. But when I got off of the vlog with you that night, I did have a Diet Coke first. I was trying really hard to only have Diet Cokes, right? But this was an event where I didn't know anyone, and even Hunter didn't really know anyone. We were talking to these people that seemed pretty boring at first, and no one was really talking to me at first, and it was a little uncomfortable. And it was just easier for me to drink. Like, there was a point where Hunter was talking to someone, and I was literally standing there, like, just staring at, there was like a cool screen with like some psychedelic looking shit on it at this bar. Literally every bar I went to, and these were all hotel bars, every bar I went to in Chicago was so fucking cool. The vibe was so fucking cool. So I had a couple drinks at the bar, and then we all decided to go out to dinner. Some interesting stuff happened at that dinner, but it was fun overall. I just wish we either didn't have to do the drinks part first before the dinner, or that we just did the drinks part, and then when we went to dinner we didn't drink. So maybe that's something that I'll start to do. I'm forming my non-negotiables around drinking right now, honestly. So the first thing I think I want to do is, if we have drinks before dinner, I don't want to drink at dinner unless it's one of those very, very rare, like once a year nights where I'm like, all right, we're getting fucked up, and then I'm not gonna feel good the next day, and that's fine. What happened was I ended up having those 6 drinks, and one of them was like wine that they randomly poured for me at the table. I hate wine. I should not have drank that wine. Nobody would have noticed if I didn't drink it. I just shouldn't have. And then I tried a cocktail that I thought was interesting. I don't know how I feel about trying things other than just having a Tito's and soda, which is like super low calorie and boozy, so it's gonna fuck me up or whatever a little bit better. I had this like egg white vodka strawberry cocktail thing that was probably like 200 calories. I don't know if I value trying a cocktail that I might actually really like over saving the calories and not drinking that, or, you know, drinking a Tito's and soda. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not gonna take drinks that I absolutely don't want, and if it sits in front of me, I will order something I do want and then drink that instead, because I have like a oral fixation. Like, if something is in front of me, it's really hard for me not to drink it. I'm gonna start weaving in Diet Coke with the regular alcohol, and I think that's the game plan from here on out. I hate it when I sort of fail on my journey or whatever. I talked to Hunter a little bit about it, and it makes sense. Like, everyone there is so awkward because like the nursing home attorneys are kind of nerdier and less socially adept, I guess. And he's also like, it's just too hard when you don't know anyone there and you're having to schmooze with new people. So I'm just gonna try to implement these new things and see where it goes. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the trip. Every single food that I ate, except for the last meal on the last night with Hunter alone, was really, really good food. There was this place called like Protein Express or Protein House or something like that. Not Protein House, because that's here. Some kind of protein thing all over down in Chicago, and it was phenomenal. Like, they had wraps, like big fat wraps that were only like 400 to 600 calories. So it was great for like my lunch and stuff. I wish I had just eaten there every single time, and it was actually delicious. So the goal that I came in with of like eating all good foods and not eating like bullshit and having like fast food actually worked out. I was able to actually eat decently too at the dinner where I drank too much. I had like a salmon, and then the salmon was too fishy for me, but that's like a really good quality meal for me, and I was able to choose that because I didn't really care what I was eating because I was drinking a lot, if that makes sense. Progress, but also it's not perfect yet, and I'm just looking forward to giving it another shot, hopefully in a month or so I can actually have like a full month of not drinking. That would be nice. Thank you for watching this vlog. This is the final thing, and if you guys actually watched this last portion at the end, thank you for watching. Thank you for going on this journey with me, and let me know your thoughts. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. You get an extra outro here if you watch this extra part. Bye.